Hi, I'm the Red Lady, and I thought I might share with you my summer solstice altar honouring the ancient Egyptian goddess Sekhmet and talk a little bit about her and her story. The beer on the altar I brewed myself, and I've added a good quality pomegranate juice to it as an offering. There are lots of carnelian crystals and also a desert rose crystal there, and some calendula and some rose petals. And the artwork is my own. So who is Sekhmet? Sekhmet is an ancient Egyptian deity depicted as a woman with the head of a lion, and her name means the powerful one, or she who is powerful. She carries many titles such as the Mistress of Life, the Red Lady, Eye of Ra, Great One of Healing, Lady of Terror, Goddess of the Sun, and Great of Magic. Sekhmet is a solar deity that carries a dual aspect to her personality. She is the goddess of war and destruction, and also the goddess of healing. It is said that she could send plagues against those who angered her, and her priests were renowned as skilled doctors. Her consort is the god Ptah, a creator god of craftsmen represented by the Apis bull, and their son is Nefertum, and together they are known as the Memphis Triad. Now, Memphis is symbolically located on the border between the upper and lower regions of ancient Egypt. Now, as daughter of the sun god Ra, Sekhmet was assigned the role of protector of Ma'at, Ma'at being the goddess of truth, justice and balance. So essentially Sekhmet is the protector of the balance between order and chaos. And according to legend, Sekhmet was sent by her father Ra to punish the human race that had rebelled against him and no longer respected him. Created by Ra, Sekhmet represents the duality of the universe, both good and evil, thus enabling her to step in and tip the balance, as it were, in favour of either order or chaos to protect Ma'at for the greater good of the human race. Now, I personally perceive Sekhmet as a great enlightener and initiator, as some of her titles reflect: Lady of Transformations, Great One of Healing, Opener of the Ways, Keeper of the Light, and Eye of the Sun. She also seems to have a reputation regarding extraterrestrial connections. My own experience and visions of this deity has brought me to the understanding that there is indeed a strong, multi-dimensional, otherworldly, almost alien energy associated with her. Sekhmet's energy is presently manifesting rapidly on this planet. One only has to do a simple search online and you'll find so much artwork, poetry, writing being channeled about her or from her by people all over the world. For me, it's clear that the dawn of this new aeon is swiftly raising her energy, assisting the human race with the correction of balance that has for a long time been tipped in favour of the patriarch. Her message and gift to us, as I understand it, is initiation, enlightenment and equilibrium. Now, the legend of Sekhmet in its entirety, and there are varying versions recorded, appears to have two separate endings. Now, all legends are highly symbolic and the archetypes used are universal for all to contemplate upon on the basis of the individual's own level of understanding. So this is the legend of Sekhmet. hundreds of years the sun god Ra reigned, and during his reign there was peace on earth. But as time passed, men became complacent and ignorant and no longer feared Ra. When Ra looked upon mankind and saw that their hearts had become ignorant and wicked, he summoned his daughter, the apple of his eye. At once the daughter of Ra came. Sekhmet she was called, and Hathor, fiercest of the goddesses. As a lion she rushes on her prey, slaughter is her delight, and her pleasure in blood. At Ra's command she entered Egypt to slay those who had rebelled and mocked against her father. To and fro she rushed, slaying all who crossed her path, and before her fled the rebels. Ra looked upon the earth and cried to his daughter, the apple of his eye, "Come in peace, Hathor. You have done what was asked of you." But she would not listen or return, and for many nights the rivers ran red with the blood of men. Ra looked again upon the earth, and his heart was filled with pity for men, even though they had rebelled against him and mocked him. Neither men nor gods could stop Sekhmet in her bloodlust, not even the majesty of Ra himself. She must decide for herself to stop the slaying. Ra gave the command for pomegranates to be gathered, the crimson fruit that causes sleep, and also for barley to be crushed and made into beer. 7,000 measures of beer was made, and the juice of the pomegranates mixed with it, staining it the colour of blood. At night, the red beer was poured in the fields, 4 palms deep it lay. In the morning, Sekhmet came ready to slay, and as she passed, she looked to this side and that, alert for her prey. She saw no men, only the fields immersed in the red-stained beer. She laughed like the roar of a lioness, because she thought it was the blood she had shed. She stooped and drank. She drank and drank and laughed, and the juice of the fruit that causes sleep and the beer went to her head. She became drunk and fell asleep, and mankind was saved from the fury of the goddess Sekhmet, the Eye of Ra, the protector of Mart. When Sekhmet awoke, she became angry and left Egypt, but without her, the sun was diminished. Now, there is another ending, and this is the alternative ending. When Sekhmet awoke, the first thing she saw was the creator god Ptah, god of craftsmen, and she fell instantly in love with him. Their union created healing and re-establishment of Mart. Now, the second ending does have rather a Disney's Sleeping Beauty theme to it, so who knows, maybe this is where the inspiration for the story of Sleeping Beauty came. Sekhmet was a major influence on my own initiation into shamanic practices, and I did write a book many years ago now that was loosely based on my own initiation. It is essentially a work of fiction, but there are many truths that run through it. I'll put the link to that in the description box below if you are interested to check that out. And I hope you all have or had an amazing summer solstice. Please do subscribe, like and share, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for listening.